Alrighty, I'm going to make a quick tutorial on how to change out a door handle. A lot of people don't know how to do this, so here we go. Here we've got a hideous old gold door handle, and we are going to take this guy off. All we need is preferably a Phillips screwdriver or a long bit on a power drill like this. I don't know why I stopped turning that one as soon as I did. So, pull that guy off. Sometimes to get this to slide out, I want to depress this to get it to actually let go of this part that would normally be turning it. Pull these screws out. Out goes the plunger. Come over here to this side of the jam. You got to take the strike plate off. Sometimes to get this out, you can just kind of shove something behind it and that'll help get it off if it's stuck with paint. Now on to the new one. So I've already got all the pieces laid out here. If you open one of these up, you will find that sometimes they come with these. What this is for is if the bore on this hole is really big, you can shove this in there. And this one almost fits, but it doesn't really need it. It is for this. If you've got a single hole as opposed to this whole thing, this goes around there and then it trims this out and just shoves it in there under pressure. So as this goes in, it kind of squeezes it. So it's for a different style of door. But most people, they've got an actual bored out hole for this. So we will go ahead and shove that in there. Oh, the other thing is a lot of these can be turned. So depending on which way your door is swinging, make sure it's going the right way. Whatever side the door closes against when it hits the strike plate, this needs to hit it so that it can push it in as it goes. So make sure it is facing the correct direction, curve facing toward whatever side it closes on. Let's open up these screws. All right. Now this one, because it is a pantry, this handle does not have any holes, no locks, nothing like that. It doesn't need it since there's no reason to lock it. What I do is you want to put the screws, preferably to the side that you're not going to see if you want to keep the appearance nice and clean. Or if it's a bedroom, that kind of thing. Kind of think of how you want it to look on the outside. Usually the screws are going to be on the side with the lock. That way it's nice and clean to the outside, so no different here. So slide that guy in. And on. And get these started by hand. You want to get a few good turns out of them because you do not want to just drive these in with a power tool and have them cross thread. If you cross thread these, you screw it up, and then there's only two, and you need both of them for the handle to not come loose. So I'll get them started by hand for sure. And then with a long bit or a long screwdriver, sometimes you kind of want to hold the handle up like it kind of under its own weight wants to fall. I give it a little lift so that you see the tongue there, it actually moves a little bit. I like to try to keep it as level as I can. And then kind of come at it from an angle. Don't hit this too hard if you can avoid it. Phillips heads, you can actually come at them kind of like a gear. And run that down. And don't go super tight with that. If you go too tight, you can actually squeeze this so hard that the handle will have a hard time moving. And there we go. So, handle turns, parts move as they're supposed to. Another thing I do is give this a close and see where that lands inside of the hole. This one actually lands pretty close to straight, where it's supposed to be. Maybe a little on the bottom side, but that's okay. And these particular Schlage brand door handles, the strike plate has a very wide opening. So you kind of look at the hole you've got here for the actual plunger to go into. And since this one was hitting on the lower side of the middle, it's totally cool. And then this is so big that it actually exposes the entire thing. So we should be fine to just go ahead and put this back in the holes that it came from, or the old one came off of. So give it a try, and there we go.